You might be looking ahead to 2026, hoping it will be your breakout year. But there is an uncomfortable tension most people ignore. You are probably working harder than ever, yet your actual life hasn't moved an inch. The trap keeping you there is something called fake work. We constantly mistake the noise of being busy for actual needle-moving progress. It looks like work. It feels like work. Listening to business podcasts, obsessively researching new planning strategies, or treating a full email inbox as deep labor. Biologically, these tasks are a trap. They deliver a quick hit of dopamine, creating a false sensation of achievement without requiring any genuine risk. The reality is, after an exhausting day of doing this, you are in the exact same life position you were yesterday. You just have slightly more useless information floating in your head. If you don't learn to aggressively separate the noise of being busy from the signal of taking action, 2026 is going to be an exact replica of your past failed years. To broadcast a strong signal in a noisy world, your first step isn't chasing a highly specific technical skill. It is upgrading your foundational tools of human leverage. That leverage relies on a triad of abilities: mastering proper spoken and written communication in your native language, achieving strict proficiency in English, and learning the mechanics of sales. Consider Person A, who has deep technical abilities but cannot communicate. Person B has zero technical skills but knows exactly how to sell. Person B will always secure the client and hire Person A. The owner focuses on growth. The technician is an expense. A lack of foundational skills leads people towards distracting, trendy advice. Spending hours researching crypto or stock portfolios when you only have a few $100s to invest is a mathematical waste of time. You cannot manage money you do not have. Mastering basic communication and sales is the mandatory prerequisite to generating the capital needed to play those larger financial games. Beyond your skills, there is an invisible ceiling built by your environment. Your location dictates your financial baseline, regardless of how hard you push. Take 10 random people working in a rural village and compare them to 10 random workers in a major capital city. Over a 12-month period, the urban group will consistently generate a higher average income. Scale that up. Pit that capital city worker against an average employee located in a global financial hub. The income disparity widens even further. This is the principle of proximity to money. Applying intense effort in a barren industry or an isolated location is simply an exercise in pure futility. If you are searching for water in the middle of a desert, you are going to suffer. The creature living by the river doesn't need to be smarter or work harder to stay hydrated. It simply positioned itself where the resource naturally flows. In your career, identical skill sets yield massively different returns based entirely on where you apply them. Migrating your focus to high-leverage locations, wealthy clients, or active tech ecosystems exponentially increases your value. As you attempt this migration, you will encounter another layer of friction: the opinions of friends, family, and skeptics. People's minds operate like social media algorithms. They are locked into deeply ingrained echo chambers regarding jobs, business, and society. You cannot break them out of these biases verbally. Trying to convince a skeptic with arguments is a total drain on your energy. The only metric that actually alters human perspective is visible, undeniable action. Achieving any level of greatness requires physically or digitally moving to where the capital flows, while completely muting the doubts of those who choose to stay behind. As 2026 approaches, your final obstacle isn't a lack of information. It is the paralysis of information overload and the constant marketing of complex solutions. The natural instinct is to try being everywhere at once, running ads on every platform, building out every social media channel, and launching 5 different services simultaneously. To hit a significant financial milestone, the math on this diagram is remarkably simple: one product or service paired with exactly one marketing channel. Flooding that equation with TikTok, Google Ads, cold emails, and multiple product lines shatters the system before it establishes a foothold. You must execute extreme filtering. Once you choose your single path, ignore all external advice. Stop buying books, stop seeking out gurus, and shut down the endless research. You also have to face a harsh reality regarding self-awareness. Society is simply too polite to tell you when you lack talent. People will encourage you to keep trying something you are objectively bad at. It is entirely your responsibility to observe the data, identify what you are genuinely terrible at, and pivot quickly before you waste years on the wrong trajectory. 2026 will not become your defining year because you consumed more secrets. It will happen when you ruthlessly cut the noise and execute on one clear, uninterrupted signal.